Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another edition of Top 5 Best PC Hardware Deals of the Week. This week actually brings with it some awesome deals on a lot of graphics cards, believe it or not. Some of the best deals on GPUs that I've seen in a very long time. So I wanted to cover that, but outside of that, we've also got a great deal on a power supply, as well as a fantastic deal on a high-end monitor. So let's get right into this with number 5. Starting things off with number 5, over on EVGA's official website, they've got the EVGA SuperNOVA 650 gold power supply. It's a 650 watt fully modular power supply, and sometimes this can go north of $80, but right now it's available for just $60 at EVGA's official website. Now, with this being a fully modular power supply, that increases the value alone, and 650 watts is a perfect amount even for a higher end build, especially with GPUs these days being very power efficient. Getting something like an 850 watt or a 750 watt power supply just doesn't make a lot of sense in so many scenarios. With a 650 watt power supply, if you pair it with something like a 1070 or even a 1080, you're gonna get by no problem. A 1070 especially, you can go even lower than this, but for $60, this is a really solid deal on a quality power supply. Moving on to the monitor, which is number 4, Best Buy has got the Dell S2716DG G-Sync 27-inch monitor. This sometimes goes for like $500. Right now, it's available for $380, and that's close to what this monitor was priced at during Black Friday. At Black Friday, it was actually available for $350, so a little bit more expensive than that. Black Friday has long since come and gone, so you're probably not going to be finding that deal. However, this is a fantastic deal still for a quality 1440p monitor. You've got G-Sync, a 1 millisecond response time, and it is a 27-inch monitor, which is perfect for 1440p resolution. $380 is still a little bit steep, but a very good deal comparatively speaking to where price points have been. Moving on to graphics cards, and we've got some great deals on lower end and mid-level GPUs. First of all, number 3 is going to be the MSI Radeon RX 560. The 4GB GPU is down to $115, and there's a $15 off mail-in rebate, knocking it down to just $100, which makes the RX 560 a great budget end GPU. If you want to game at 1080p medium to high settings and get pretty good frame rates on even newer games, this is a great GPU. Obviously, maxing out games and getting a consistent 60 FPS will be impossible in some of the higher end titles, but if you're playing said higher end titles at around medium to high settings, you're gonna get a quality experience for the money that you're paying. Also, if you're just playing games like League of Legends, World of Warcraft, and CSGO, this GPU will obviously tear through those games at 1080p no problem. Although with WoW, that's a game that I'm not too versed in, and I do know that some of the raids do get a bit intensive. So yeah, that's just the case with WoW, but again, as you guys probably know, not too well versed in that title. Moving right along, we've also got a great deal on an MSI GeForce GTX 1050 Ti over on Newegg. It's $165, and it's got a $25 off mail-in rebate, so you end up getting the 1050 Ti for $140, and that's a great price on this GPU. This is an MSI 1050 Ti as well. It's got a great cooler on it and a red and black finish, so if you are looking to go with the color scheme of your build, this GPU is probably gonna fit in line. It's a very good GPU for 1080p gaming, obviously better than the 560, by quite a bit actually. If you don't take advantage of the mail-in rebate, for $165, the 1050 Ti is still a solid deal. However, at that point, it just becomes a good deal. If you do take advantage of the mail-in rebate, $140 for this GPU is really freaking good, so I would highly recommend to check that out, unless you've got a little bit of extra money to spare and you can get the MSI GeForce GTX 1060, the 3GB model, which is also available on Newegg. Now, the base price is listed at $215, which is very expensive. However, there is a $25 off mail-in rebate that knocks it down to $190, and a $20 off promo code that I'll leave in the description box down below, and that means you can get a 3GB 1060 for $170. That is pretty insane. I think that's the best deal on a 3GB 1060 I've seen in months. I don't remember this GPU being $170 for a long time, probably since the whole explosion of GPU prices occurred. So this is a fantastic deal on the 1060, and if you do have the extra money, I would highly recommend just foregoing that MSI 1050 Ti and just get the 1060. It's a considerably more powerful GPU, even with the fact that it does have 3GB instead of 4GB. That's not going to play an issue too much, especially if you're just gaming at 1080p, which the 1060 is perfect for. It's going to open a lot of barriers to playing higher end games, really high settings, and really high frame rates as well. It's always hard to say every game at 1080p maxed out 60 FPS, because obviously with games such as PUBG and games like DayZ that are just poorly optimized, you can't really make that kind of blanket statement, but the 1063GB is a perfect 1080p GPU that's capable of very high quality gaming. So like I said, if you do have the extra money to spend, just forego that 1050 Ti entirely. The 1063GB is considerably more powerful, but if you are on a tighter budget, that 1050 Ti, especially after the mail-in rebate, is a solid option as well. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Once again, I am still a little bit under the weather, so pardon my voice. Hopefully, I'll get better over the weekend. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.